In this video, we're going to check out a few gardening builds from the MakerPipe community. Specifically, we're going to be looking at builds that utilize a handheld tubing bender for all sorts of different reasons and builds, and we're just going to highlight these ideas. Now, all of these have one thing in common, and that's the fact that they're built with EMT Conduit, which is an off-the-shelf tubing that you can find locally available in hardware or home improvement stores. And then there's connectors that we manufacture for EMT Conduit, and you only need a 5mm hex wrench to assemble pieces of conduit together and create all kinds of cool builds. And you really only need those two tools to build your project, but sometimes people will use a handheld electrician's bender to achieve some cool things in their project. It's not too expensive of a tool, and with some practice and patience, you can learn how to add some bends into your projects, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. Just some different ideas for leveling up your build if you want to utilize that tool. Now, this first one is a garden enclosure that comes from Jake, and this is really awesome. We can see here he's got two raised garden beds down here, and this was shared a little while ago, I think a couple months, and I don't know if this was meant to be a greenhouse at first or if this is going to be an enclosure or both. You know, sometimes we see projects from the community that are one thing during the season, and then because of the modularity of conduit and connectors, they're changed into something else later on. So this could be a greenhouse in the winter months and then changed over to an enclosure during the rest of the year. But either way, whatever it is, it's really awesome and a really great framework. And of course, you've got kind of your standard rectangular shape that we see, and then a lot of bracing in there with 45-degree connectors. All of that is really good. But you'll notice here on the roof, he's actually got a round roof, which is really fantastic, and not only looks good, but is also functional, of course, because if you have greenhouse plastic on this, or even if you add, some sort of sunshade or, just a tarp, whatever it might be on top, if you have water or snow in the winter months that pool up on top, it could cause the frame to fail, or, at least have the sunshade or whatnot just kind of, fall into the structure, and then kind of defeats the whole purpose, because you want that to be strong and supported. And so this really helps, to allow the rain to roll off of it, and, snow in the winter months as well. And so this is really cool, and we don't really know exactly how he did this, but I would assume it was using a handheld tubing bender and the technique for doing incremental bending. Because normally, if you use a handheld bender, you can do just a really simple, nice and easy, 90-degree angle or 45-degree angle, whatever you want to do. And it's really easy to just use the foot pedal and do that. But you can also use incremental bending techniques, which allow you to basically do a large radius build, and that's just by doing a bunch of small bends over and over and over again. And we have a full tutorial for this process, as well as a calculator that I'll link down below that kind of shows you how to do that based on the radius or diameter that you want, and so you can check that out. But it looks like that's what Jake did here to create this roof on this structure, where it looks like it's just a large radius. It's not just that single bend that goes all the way up and over the whole build, as we can see there. And, really cool. And it looks like he did 4 of those, and then those are all connected to the frame. And something that we'll probably see a few different times in this video is whenever people use some off-the-shelf electrical couplings. I don't know if you can see that there very faintly, or some of the MakerPipe couplings to actually join pieces of conduit together. So that kind of makes it easy, so you don't have to get bends perfectly all the way around if you're doing a half circle in this situation, or if you're doing an arch, trying to join pieces together. You can just bend small segments and then use couplings to attach those back to your build, or to even other bent pieces. That's a common technique and makes it really easy to kind of get some of these more complex and elaborate bends under control and possible for your project. So that's really cool from Jake. Thanks so much for sharing it. Next up is a really cool trellis from Gordon that was shared a while back, and this is really cool. This is another kind of arch and has a large radius bend in it, and essentially we can see here in the back of the garden beds, he's just got vertical posts going up with some standard MakerPipe connectors like the T's and the 180s there, and to kind of join the 3 verticals together and kind of reinforce them. Same thing at the very top here. We can see a couple more T's and a 180, but we can look closely here and we can see that this is actually meant to arch over to the fence, and then it's secured to the fence with the adjustable angle flanges. And this is going to be a similar technique to what we just saw, where it's a bunch of small bends done over and over again using the handheld tubing bender to achieve this arch. And that's how I'd recommend doing it if you already have a handheld tubing bender, or if you want to pick one up. But what's really cool is Gordon actually shared that he used this hoop bending tool that allows you to kind of clamp this down and create the same bend over and over and over again, which is really helpful if you're doing this kind of thing. And he was kind enough to share a link to the website, which is buildmyowngreenhouse.com. Not affiliated with them, don't really know much about them, but he shared the link, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Looks like they have a few different tools that you can use for this kind of a bend, which is really good if you know you're going to be making a bunch of these. It looks like he's got 4, 7, I think 10 total pieces of conduit bent to this exact same radius. So if you're doing that, then I would definitely look into getting a tool like that. That'll make it really easy and really helpful. But if you already have that tubing bender, you can also do that with the incremental bending technique. Just kind of depends on your budget and what you already have on hand. But this is really cool and a great idea. We've seen a lot of different arches and trellises like this from the community, and it's always cool to see. So thanks so much, Gordon. Really cool. Next up is a really cool garden enclosure build that Sandy shared during the last gardening season last year. This is really cool, kind of similar where we've got this box design, but instead of it being, a rectangular cube, it has this arch roof that looks fantastic and adds some functionality to the build. And we can see here, this is a different technique that we don't see very often, but I like it a lot. It's essentially where you have a vertical post with an adjustable angle connector at the very top, and then the piece of the adjustable angle connector that swivels back and forth that you can adjust is actually what's holding the bent piece of conduit that is going up and over and, becoming the roof there, as we can see. So it's the same thing on both sides, just that adjustable angle hinge and then the bent piece of conduit connected between them, and then a vertical pole with a 90-degree connector on top just to kind of grab the peak of that arch to kind of create that roof and secure it in place there. And this is a really cool build, really elaborate. Another one of those that has a bunch of bent pieces of conduit in series, as we can see, and just looks fantastic and is a great idea. If you're building an enclosure or a trellis, you can add some bends into your build. That looks great and then adds that functionality as well, which is really cool. So thanks so much, Sandy, for sharing this. Great idea. Next up is a really wild build. This is called an Asian moon gate, apparently. This is meant to be a kind of an entryway point into a garden. And as you can see here, it's pretty much a full circle bend with the empty conduit. This thing is really cool. You can see here it's got a front and back section that are joined together with maker pipe T-connectors. And then it has feet at the bottom with a couple of T-connectors and a long piece of conduit that kind of stabilizes it. And this is really cool, really elaborate. I imagine this took some time and some patience and practice to get this right, but same idea where it's just a bunch of incremental bends to create this large radius. And I'm sure this is one of the ones that is kind of split up and then joined together with connectors. Can't really see exactly where that would be. But you're kind of limited to the 10-foot piece of conduit that you can get off the shelf. But so I'm sure probably split this up. And the calculator that we have is meant to help you with that if you've got multiple segments that you need to join together for a radius that's too large for just one stick of conduit. So definitely check that out, and it'll tell you the measurements and whatnot. But this is really cool. We can see spray painted it black, and then he's got this nice entryway into this garden back here. And it's just one of those that it's just really cool, really elaborate, and not entirely sure how you did it. I mean, I know the techniques, but just to be able to pull it off is really awesome. So really appreciate you sharing this with us. Awesome job. Next up is a small build from Jose. I kind of wanted to balance this back out. Not all builds with bins have to be really elaborate and large and full circles. They can be really small, and we have this one from Jose that kind of showcases this. This is a really great one. This is just a small hoop house to protect these plants here from some frost that was coming in, and essentially he said he used the calculator that we have and just figured out what dimensions and measurements he needed to do to create this large radius bend, even though it's pretty small, just a couple of foot diameter it looks like, and has some vertical posts going up and over, and then we can see here got some T connectors grabbing on to join these pieces together, and just a really small and simple frame with just a few bends in it to create this kind of larger radius than just your standard single bend with a bender. So that's really cool, Jose, and appreciate you sharing this. Did an awesome job, and it looks like it worked out great. Just need some frost protection clipped on there, and you can protect the plants. So really awesome, Jose. Thanks so much for sharing it. Last but not least is a greenhouse that has some simple bends. I wanted to do this one to kind of, bring us home and just showcase that you don't have to have large radius bends or incremental bending. You can just use, a handheld tubing bender and do one bend at one angle really quickly with the foot pedal there, and you can achieve a really awesome build. This is a greenhouse that has a vertical pole going up, actually has 5 on each side, and then there is just a bend. I would guess that's a 45-degree angle bend going up, and then a 135-degree bend up here, just to create this roof for this greenhouse. And it looks fantastic, not too complicated to pull off with just a couple bends and the handheld bender there, and just a really great idea for a greenhouse, and just a great idea for any kind of roof that you want to add to your structure, even if you're building a chicken enclosure or if it's an enclosure for your garden, whatever it may be. This is a great technique, and you don't, like I said, don't have to do a giant arch. You can just do a couple bends, and you can save some money on connectors, because you can imagine, each of these bends would be a connector, but instead you get that one tool. It's like $50, $75 $5 depending on where you get it. And then you can do bins and save some money, and you have that tool on hand for all your future conduit projects. So that's really cool and just a great idea. So really appreciate you sharing this, Frank. And thanks to everybody for posting your builds. As always, these will all be linked down below if you want to check any of them out in more detail. And if you have any questions about bending or you want to learn how to bend, we have a few different videos on the channel that you can check out. And of course, you can leave any questions or comments down below, and we'll do our best to help. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.